Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video, and our first ever Evolution 2 video of 2022. I hope you've all had a fantastic New Year's and a very Merry Christmas. If you don't know who I am, my name is Swerve and I make loads and loads of Jurassic World videos on this channel. This could be anything from Evolution 2, Camp Cretaceous, or the big movie that is coming out this year, Jurassic World Dominion. If you enjoy any of that, feel free to press that subscribe button as we aim to surpass 200,000 subscribers before the end of the year. However, for today's video, what is it? Well, during the lifetime of Evolution 1, I used to make these videos at the start of the year giving an indication as to what to expect for the year to come. Sadly, 2021 had nothing for Evolution 1, but I did in fact predict that we'd see a sequel at least being announced in 2021. The last thing I expected was the announcement and the release in the same year, but here we are. Jurassic World Evolution 2 has already released its first DLC on December 9th, being the Early Cretaceous Pack DLC, which included 4 new species, the Kronosaurus, the Sungaripterus, Werosaurus, and Minmi. This DLC didn't come alone, however. We were also introduced to Update 1, which was our first major update, changing major content for the game, such as adding the option to flatten the map before building on it. So what can we expect to see in 2022? Long story short, we can suspect quite a lot for 2022 on this game, from DLCs to updates and potentially some community challenges. Starting on community events, we had our first community event where we had to release over 1,000 Stegosauruses in a week as a community on Evolution 1. At least I think it was 1,000. It could have equally have been 100,000. But I assume that for Evolution 2 we'll be given another few community challenges to complete for some exclusive skins and accolades. I believe from Evolution 1 we had exclusive skins for the Stegosaurus and also the Encartosaurus to compete in their respected community challenges. Next up would be updates. If I were to be honest, Evolution 2 does need a fair few updates at the moment to fix small things such as the game crashing and multiple bugs. But no game releases without issues such as these, so I assume they'll be fixed relatively shortly. The biggest update that we've currently had is being able to flatten islands, have random skin options, and much more. But for other big updates, we could see things such as being able to connect the aquatic viewing galleries together, being able to have a possible Site B mode, and maybe even a random island generator, that's if we're very lucky. One thing I'd personally love to see the most would be the ability to release avian species into the wild. Currently I am doing a Site B park build on my channel. It's a series I love doing. Basically we're building a nature preserve. But one issue I keep having is waiting for the flyers to break the aviary to be able to then fly out. And sometimes it doesn't even happen. It would be great to have an option to let the flyers loose without the need of having an aviary in future updates. But I think it's safe to say you're probably here to also find out about potential DLCs for the game in 2022. So hold on to your butts and let's begin.
Hold on to your butts.
Addressing the elephant in the room. It's obvious that we'll be getting a Jurassic World Dominion DLC. It's inevitable. The first DLC we received for Evolution 1 was a Fallen Kingdom DLC that was free to the public and included multiple species. So it'd only be right for us to receive a Dominion DLC for free too. I don't want to spoil anything, but Dominion's roster is stacked with new species. Species we've recently seen in the prologue as well. So for the next minute, here is your spoiler warning for species appearing in the movie and most likely set to appear in the DLC. Firstly, we have the prologue species that we saw in the short 5-minute movie. These species are Quetzalcoatlus, Oviraptor, and the Morus intrepidus. These 3 species are brand new to the Jurassic franchise and also don't already appear in the game. As for the other species in Dominion, we have a total of 8 new species, including the 3 that were just mentioned, appearing in the final form of the movie. That's currently the ones that we know of. There could be much more. I won't spoil the ones that haven't officially been confirmed yet, because that's being saved for another video later this month, but we have dinosaurs confirmed such as the Therizinosaurus, Pyroraptor and the Troceraptor appearing in Jurassic World Dominion, and also some land species that aren't dinosaurs such as the Lystrosaurus. All of these species could appear in Jurassic World Evolution 2's Jurassic World Dominion DLC. Don't worry, there's a large carnivore in that roster too, but as for now it's not officially confirmed yet, so I shan't speak about it until my roster video. Not only adding species, but taking a look at the Chaos Theory mode section, we can quite clearly see there is a square box in the bottom right that's conveniently placed there as if there will be more. And in my opinion, I suspect we'll also get a Jurassic World Dominion Chaos Theory mode too via this DLC. Another set of story mode being added, very similar to Claire's Sanctuary I assume. Not only new species and stories being added in the game via the Dominion DLC, but we could also see new models and skin patterns too. The major one being the Giganotosaurus. As we can see, it's had a major overhaul of changes from Evolution 1's appearance to Jurassic World Dominion's appearance. And with its appearance remaining the same in the final movie, it's safe to say that we'll see this new model in the Dominion DLC, as well as a slight model change for dinosaurs such as the Iguanodon, and possibly a feathered T-Rex from the Dominion prologue. So that's our first DLC on this list, and it will probably be releasing around late May, early June time. That's just based off from what we got for Fallen Kingdoms DLC in Evolution 1. Next up would be the long awaited and highly requested Camp Cretaceous DLC. As we know, Camp Cretaceous has become a huge fan favourite show. Its success was so unexpected that it reportedly had Season 4 and Season 5 incorporated at the last minute to be made. I can't confirm if that is true or not, but I can safely say with this show's popularity, not including Camp Cretaceous as a DLC would be a huge miss for Frontier if they don't make it. And if you choose to believe me, I think there's a 90% chance of Camp Cretaceous DLC happening. I can't say why, but I can guarantee this will happen. But what will be added in the Camp Cretaceous DLC? Season 4 has just been released and along came a brand new island called Manticorp Island. Yes, it's a wacky island with custom made biomes such as snow, desert and swamp, and also has high-end technology. So having this island as a new playable map would be very weird in the DLC, but would also be very unique. At the end of the day, it's more content and it's optional content, so you're not forced to play it. As for species, what new species could be added via the Camp Cretaceous DLC? A potential of 4 new species will be added at least. Firstly, we might get a slight model change for the Tyrannosaurus, but the Monolophosaurus was also introduced via Camp Cretaceous Season 3, which is a species yet to have been seen in the franchise and also the video game. A non-dinosaur species would also be the Smilodon. Yes, I know it may be weird having a Smilodon in Evolution 2, but I think it's safe to say that we'll see this happening when we do get the Camp Cretaceous DLC. And then we have hybrids, 2 hybrids to be exact. We have the dreaded and fearful Scorpius Rex, which is arguably my favourite hybrid just because of how ugly and how powerful this monster was. The Scorpius Rex was a hybrid of T-Rex, Velociraptor, Carnotaurus, Monolophosaurus and also Scorpionfish, with potentially a hint of Spinosaurus, but that's still yet to be confirmed. And then we have the playful Spinoceratops, which is a hybrid between Spinosaurus and Sinoceratops. We've only seen it in its baby form, so seeing it as an adult form in Evolution 2 would be quite interesting. That's all we have regarding new species. By the time of recording, we don't know anything about Season 5 species yet, so I assume there might be 1 or 2 more yet to release. But Camp Cretaceous' DLC can introduce new skins too, with the Baryonyx Trio, the Grey Ceratosaurus, Toro the Carnotaurus, and also Bumpy the Ankylosaurus, as well as potentially a new skin for the Kentrosaurus and Green Velociraptors from Season 4. Let's also not forget the amazing bioluminescent Parasaurolophuses from Season 1 and Season 2 and 3. I sadly don't think we'll be getting any attractions for this DLC, so other than that, I believe that's everything we could see from the Camp Cretaceous DLC, obviously depending on anything extra we might get in Season 5. Now some people are probably already typing in the comments saying, but Swerve, they said no Camp Cretaceous content in Evolution 2, which I'll easily reply back with, no. They said no Camp Cretaceous content at launch, the key word being at launch, so I think it's fair to say that the Camp Cretaceous DLC is most likely going to happen. The Dominion DLC and the Camp Cretaceous DLC are arguably the 2 DLCs that are absolutely inevitable to happen in 2022, since Camp Cretaceous is set to end on Season 5 in May and Dominion is out in June, so there will also most likely be back-to-back DLCs as well. But what are some other DLCs? As we know, the campaign was rather short, so potentially we'll have an extension of the campaign once Dominion does release. This will be one of the bigger DLCs adding more story content. I also assume there'll be plenty of content like the ones that we got in Evolution 1, such as Claire's Sanctuary and the Secrets of Dr. Wu. So I expect 1 or 2 story DLCs, but dinosaur packs are the type of DLCs to be more consistent than anything else. What dinosaur packs could we be seeing? After getting a taste of our first ever dinosaur pack DLC with the early Cretaceous pack, it's opened up a door of numerous potential of DLCs. Not just era specific DLCs like the Jurassic and Cretaceous, but instead chronological era specific DLCs, such as the early, mid and late Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous DLCs. This adds a lot of potential for DLCs, but now that we also have flyers and aquatics, we can see species specific DLCs like a marine DLC or an avian DLC being added too. Either way, we can probably expect at least 2 DLCs being Camp Cretaceous and Dominion, at least 1 story based DLC or possibly 2, and maybe 3 to 4 dinosaur packs in 2022 also. Without a doubt, 2022, being the game's first full year, is going to be packed and loaded with content, and with announcements of more TV shows and movies for the Jurassic franchise to come after Jurassic World Dominion, the roster for potential DLCs will only grow. Now, as a quick reminder, this is just my mere speculation. Don't expect Frontier to make all of these DLCs. Some of them might not come true, some of them might come true, and we may not even get as many as I predicted. I'm just basing this off what we got in our first full year for Jurassic World Evolution 1. So let's not put any pressure on Frontier, let's get excited instead and hope for the best that we'll get all of this content in this new year. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe for more Jurassic World content that will be coming daily in 2022. And don't forget to also like the video and let me know what you'd like to see in 2022 for Jurassic World Evolution 2. Thank you for watching, stay safe out there, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.